I-10. I'm not going to Phoenix. I'm going to one of the desert cities, one of my favorite. Coming through Banning, it's already 103 degrees. It was 100 degrees before I got here. I'm still not at the point, but I'm driving on the road, getting away from the big city a little bit. Coming down to the lower desert where it's probably even hotter. It's been hotter down here at 111, 117 degrees here in Riverside, California. Is that what I'm calling it now? Riverside. Palm Springs area. I could use that name. But we're driving down here. We just passed, we're right into Banning, which is one of the desert cities, actually. This name doesn't sound that much like it is one, but it doesn't have desert in it. It doesn't have, like some of the other cities don't. There's only a couple that actually have the palm name in the city. But there's quite a few cities here. And we've been through them quite a few times, but I'm going through it again. It is 2:51 in the p.m. Saturday late afternoon. Always bypass a lot of stores when you're on the freeway like this. But this is the most popular freeway because, just like I said, it goes all the way to Palm Springs. It connects to the highway to go to Joshua Tree. And I didn't set this video yet until I got here. This is a miscellaneous, maybe number one. But I'm going to see how I do down here, getting plenty of rest for 2 nights and a day. See what I can come up new down here. Where the air conditioning is probably a whole lot better. Try out some of the food as always, my usual places. Not gonna change that at all. But this is pretty much gonna be a short video. Driving, not exactly showing the freeway yet, but only me talking. More or less an introduction again. Letting everyone know what's going on, what's happening. Getting into the Morongo area. Not really. Cabazon, Indio, 43 miles. And it's just a drive. Desert is always an interesting place, especially when you come into this area. Because even though it's very hot and it's very touristy, usually you don't see a lot of people on the street. You might see them in a small section. Definitely we are. Let me see if I can turn things around without too much of a hassle. All right, there we go. Better than I expected. Highway 110 in the desert area. We'll see Morongo Casino in a minute, if you already don't see it. Cabazon area. Of course I have done this. This is like a constant reminder of the beauty of this drive. We're gonna go past this mall that's over to my left. You can't really quite see it. I was here the other day. I was down here looking for some Reebok shoes, but it looked like Reebok doesn't have a store, so I had bought some shoes. Bought them online. As soon as you buy them online, then you see them on TV a lot, as if they got a store somewhere. They used to have a store here, but now they don't. So we're passing over the Morongo area. Morongo is going to be showing August 13th Gun N' Roses. Also Michael Jackson tribute. And a bunch of other entertainment. We're going to go as long as I can. Hopefully my phone doesn't get hot. We can go all the way in to where I need to go. But if it gets hot and stop, then that will be the end of this video. This highway also leads to Coachella. That's where they had the concerts, Coachella, every year, and a bunch of other concerts. They got the pink dinosaur and the green dinosaur up, but maybe I'll catch it coming back. As you can see the windmills out there. pioneer town, the Red Dog, is open now. Highway 62. Last time I went there, it was COVID. Wasn't nothing open. That was, what, 4 years ago? I'll make that some other day. We are in the lower desert areas. Palm Desert, Desert Hot Springs, Cathedral City, Indio, the Mirage, all those are desert cities. Across the Palm Springs area tramway. I've been over there in over probably 20 years or so, probably longer than that. I believe they used to have free parking. They don't have free parking anymore, I believe. I would like to do that. That's going up into the San Gorgio Mountains here in Palm Springs. Guess that's how you pronounce it. Hit the usual Highway 111, as I always do. If you need a good rest, this is always a good place to go. You don't have to walk the streets, even though it does get nice and hot here once in a while. During the springtime is best, of course, and wintertime, almost any day, except for when it rains. You can hike. Quite a few casinos down here, Agua Caliente, the franchise. I'm calling it a franchise because they got 3 of them. The Spa in Palm Springs, the newest one, Agua Caliente, Cathedral City, and an older one, Agua Caliente, which you can see further down the freeway, which we're not going that far. At some point we will, but we won't go there. So this is a getaway video. There it is, Cathedral City, Aerial Tramway, Palm Springs, Highway 111, Agua Caliente, Indian Reservation, Indio, and other desert cities. And we're gonna go, my favorite, as always, Highway 111 and the Palm Springs. Desert City, Riverside, California, Riverside County. I usually get it mixed up with the other counties. The only difference between San Bernardino County, Riverside County, Los Angeles County is the size. And I don't mean just the size there, it's the population. and you don't see as many houses. But you are seeing more new dwellings being built every day. And it always looked like this. A lot of dead shrub, dead grass, but it's beautiful to me. It is now 111 degrees on Highway 111. So go figure that. 111 degrees Fahrenheit that I'm cutting through right now on Highway 111. And I believe I'm going to try to do a Trader Joe stop. Maybe I do it afterwards and do another video tonight. But right now I'm going to stick to this here. See that little hill mound there, you still have to watch rocks as they fall down, you know it's not that high. Very rocky area off the road. And usually I do get over to the left like I'm going to do now. Even when it's at night. Rock slide area, 55 miles per hour. So maybe we're gonna go right. The object is go right in the middle of downtown Palm Springs to see. Let's see what the crowd looks like. Before I go to the store and get a snack. Do have ATV rides here. You can rent them. There's a lot of desert sand that you can just imagine. It's now 113 degrees. Where should I go eat? I can always go to Panera. I can go to a new restaurant. Every time I go through here, I always love to drive this road. Now I could have went the other way, the freeway, and bypassed all this and went past the spider mobile that I took some time ago. But as you can see, it's nothing but flat with the mountain over to the right. There's a mountain, very tall mountains way ahead of us. That's where the tram is. You probably could drive up the back way. Speed limit is 50 miles an hour now. I'm trying to slow it down. Going about 60 right now. A bunch of cars coming up pretty fast. Getting into the city proper, pretty close. They can get over. Crossing Gateway Drive, their homes down there. They're not quite that new now, but their homes down there. Gonna go past the visitor center. Palm Springs Visitor Center over to my right. As you can see, that's the visitor center. You go up the tramway to my right, just turn right there, go up the mountain. So we're right at the edge of Palm Springs proper. You used to could get right on the tramway easily. I don't know how things are now. I guess it's best to make reservations now. They got different type of discounts. Gas is just as high, almost $6, depending on the grade of gas you want. So we're in the #1 desert city. A lot of motels here. Some been torn down and rebuilt. do have bus stops here. And you can see buses. The Sun Bus. Like they're building a luxury home there. Of course, this is Saturday. As the Denny's over here to my right. There's the Regional Medical Plaza. Kaiser Permanente. Always this section has the less amount of people here. It's usually that's the way it normally is. There's shops here, but this is not where really the tourists be at. So we're just like about a half mile. But they could walk up here. I'm sure they can jog up here and run up here. A lot of people do live around here. There are homes on the next street over. Homes and apartments. And when you get to downtown, it turns into a one-way street. Okay, we're uptown. Fine Arts Academy. Oh, they got their little fountain going here over to the left. Okay, right here you can make a left turn, go on the other street, but right here, you just keep straight. Everything is one way right here. A lovely little town. You can see the little market there. There's a restaurant I would talk about, Ricio, steak, seafood, and pasta. I'll take it slow. Here a little early. A lot of cars parked on the side here. Tequila, another restaurant, cannabis, Las Consuelas restaurant, a lot of shops, both left and right. Hyatt Palm Springs. That's still going on. That's over to my right, and a bunch of shops over here to my left, and restaurant. At 318 on Thunder, there are people out walking about. It's typical. I guess you can say it's a lot. Probably be more people out at night, but this is the usual crowd. It does get a little crowded than that. It is now 116 degrees. And people are walking in 116 degrees Fahrenheit weather right here. But if you're going to do any kind of jogging or walking, it's best to start off early in the morning here, especially in this kind of weather. I got my blinkers on. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I know why. Phone had gotten hot. So I'm gonna end this video right now. 118. Let's see if I can show it. Not quite. 118 degrees. There you go. 118 degrees here in Palm Springs, 3:30 p.m. See you in my next video. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.